Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I wanted to show you a scarf. It's very easy for you guys, the beginners. If you want to do this scarf, you're gonna need maybe 200, depends from who you make this scarf, if it's an adult or a child. I used Alize. This says that I should use 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, but I went for this scarf, I went with 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, one number bigger than the yarn recommends. You can do it bigger if you like, maybe 2 numbers, depends how you like the texture. It's acrylic. You're gonna need between, let's say, 200 or 250 grams of yarn. This stitch has only one row repeat. You're gonna do one stitch on and on and on until you finish this scarf, or whatever you choose to do. For this scarf I chained 222 chains. You can chain as long as you want your scarf to be. You can chain 250, 260. This scarf, it's long at 136 centimeters and 12 centimeters wide. So if you want the scarf a little bit longer, then you will put more chains than what I did, 222. Depends how wide you want the scarf. This has only 12 centimeters. If you want wider, then you're gonna work more rows. Yeah. Okay, let's do the stitch. It's very easy for you guys, the beginners. It's very easy, it goes really fast. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna chain. We're gonna do a small sample. You can let's say do this with maybe 22, 24, 26, but it's not gonna look the same. Yeah. For this one you have to chain a long chain, how long you want the scarf. Yeah. So we're gonna do the knot. You're gonna do the knot the way you feel comfortable. This is how I do. I put the yarn over the hook, I give it a twist, and then I take the yarn and pull through this loop, and it's gonna make a knot. Yeah. Okay. Now, like I said, you chain as long as you want the scarf to be. So you're gonna keep doing the chains. It doesn't matter if it's even or odd. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. Okay, let's put 2 more chains. Okay, now for this you can if you're gonna do a long chain, then you're gonna have to work on the back of the chain. So this is the front of the chain and this is the back, and we have some bumps here, and we're gonna skip the first chain and into the second chain from the hook, flip this and go through the bump, which the bump has only one strain of yarn. Yeah? Pull the yarn, you have 2 loops. Now pull the yarn through these 2 loops, and that is a single crochet. So you move to the next chain through the bump, pull the yarn, you have 2 loops, pull the yarn through these 2 loops, and you're gonna move to the next chain, and you're gonna do like this until you finish this row. This stitch, it's worked only with single crochet, so it's really fast, very simple. You can watch TV, you can have a conversation. You don't need to concentrate too much to make sure that you do the right stitch or the right pattern. Okay, last chain. I'm gonna go in there through the bump. So like I said, the bump has only one strain of yarn. Pull the yarn to the last 2. So what you're gonna have on the bottom, you're gonna have the stitches. Very easy to attach. Well, if you do 20, 24, 26, whatever. But this is gonna be the side of the long scarf. Yeah, it's gonna be straight. So now you're gonna chain 1. You're always gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now the first stitch we're gonna do a single crochet through the stitch like normal. Okay, Now the next stitch we're gonna work through the back loop. So as you can see, the stitch has a V, yeah, so we're gonna work through the back loops only. So you're gonna move to the next stitch through the back loop. The front loop, it's in front, is pushed, yeah? Pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the 2 loops, move to the next stitch through the back loop, pull up a loop, then pull the yarn to the 2 loops, move to the next stitch, and so on. This is so easy, goes really fast. I'm working with a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. It's very easy, goes really fast, this stitch. If you want a little bit loose the stitch, then you're gonna have to work with maybe a 1.5 numbers or 2 numbers bigger the crochet hook. So you're gonna work, and this stitch is worked only through the back loop. So now at the last stitch, we're not gonna go through the back loop, we're gonna do exactly what we did in the beginning, through the stitch. So when you insert your hook through the stitch, you should have 2 lines here, 2 loops, yeah. So pull the yarn through that stitch, and pull the yarn through the 2 loops. Chain 1, turn your work, and we're gonna repeat. So the first stitch and the last stitch we're gonna do single crochet, like normal single crochet through the stitch. So you should have 2 loops on your hook, pull the yarn, you have 2 loops, pull the yarn to the 2 loops. And now until we reach the last stitch, we're gonna work only through the back loop. And this is gonna form a ridge. I think it's called a ridge stitch or something like that. So through the back loop, you're gonna do single crochets in each stitch through the back loop, and you're gonna work like this until you finish your project. This is nice for a hat, even for a cardigan or whatever. So at the last stitch here, we're gonna go through the stitch, and we should have 2 loops on the hook, yeah? And pull the yarn, you have 2 loops, pull the yarn to the 2 loops, and you're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna repeat. So it's already, you see the ridge here. So when you put the scarf on you, it's gonna be like this if you chain a long chain, yeah? So you're gonna repeat the first stitch, you're gonna do single crochet normal, then the next stitch through the back loop, we're gonna do a single crochet, next stitch through the back loop, single crochet, and so on. And you're gonna do like this until you finish your scarf. So the first and the last stitch, we're gonna go through the stitch. So the last stitch is here, we're gonna go through the stitch, and we're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna start repeating. You already see the ridges. So if you are to chain 20, 24, whatever, even 25, it doesn't matter, even or odd, you're gonna have the work like this. So the ridge is gonna be horizontal. But if you want the way my scarf is, you're gonna have to chain a long chain, and then you're gonna have like this. And the single crochets here, the first row that we started working through the chain, through the bump, then you're gonna have the edge very, very nice. Well, now depends on you if you want to attach your tassels, yeah. I put some tassels. If you don't want, then this is gonna be like this, yeah. No tassels. One side has some tassels, and one side nothing. So it's up to you if you want like this. But if you want with no tassels, then I will suggest you work with a bigger crochet hook than the yarn recommends. For my my scarf, even though the yarn recommends 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, I went with a 4.5, and it's still a little bit not so tight. It's elastic, but if you want more elastic and well, a little bit loose, then you're gonna work with maybe 5.0, let's say. I could have done that, 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. Now, if you want to attach tassels, what I did with the tassels, I cut the same length, yeah. And I have here 5, yeah. So 2, 4, and 5. If you want bigger and fatter, let's say the tassels, then you're gonna put maybe 6 or 7 strands of yarn. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put this in half, yeah. And for attaching the tassels, now depends on your preference. You can put them just spare, like one here, one here, one here, like distance between them, or you put them close to each other. Yeah, but you're gonna need a bigger crochet hook. So this is 7.0 millimeter crochet hook. You need the hook here big enough that you can hold all these strands of yarn to pass through this. So when you want to attach tassels, you're just gonna insert in the corner, yeah, let's say in here. You're gonna put all this, and you're gonna try to, you see, you need a bigger crochet hook. Gonna try to pull this through the material. Make sure that you have all the strands of yarn, yeah, because you might lose them. So you're gonna have to work again. So when you have this, you have a loop here and the rest of the material here. Make sure that this is straight. If it's not, well, you're gonna have to give a tag. Which one is this one or this one? Yeah. So then you're gonna insert your fingers through the loop, bring that tail together, and pass the tail through the loop, and then you're gonna pull like you never pulled before. Yeah. And sometimes some of them, they will not be quite let's say straight, then you're gonna have to go one by one, strain by strain, to make sure which one is it, to tie it up. Yeah. So it's here. Now depends on you, where do you want the next one? Yeah, you want it here or in between the ridge? Yeah, in between the ridge or right on top of, you know, on the ridge. It's up to you. Yeah, you can go between the ridges if that is easy for you. Now depends, if you put too many strands of yarn here, they're gonna be really tight together. Yeah, so I did it like this. But if you don't want tassels, you just leave it like that. But if you are to leave it like that with no tassels, use a bigger crochet hook than the yarn recommends, and these corners will not twist, you see, because I use just one number bigger, the crochet hook. If I use maybe 5 or 5.5, this will just stay loose. Yeah, will stay straight. So it's up to you. If you like this, to do this for a beginner, this stitch, it's going really fast. You can do scarves, you can do hats, infinity scarves. But for infinity scarf, for example, you can chain 20, 24, depends how wide, how wide you want the scarf, yeah, when you put the infinity scarf on you. And then you're gonna close, and you're gonna sew the ends, yeah, together, and then you have the infinity scarf. But this is gonna be like this. If you chain 20, 24, it's gonna be the same. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this this tutorial. Give it a try to this stitch. It works really fast. Yeah, this stitch. And you can get rid of yarn that you don't want anymore and you want to do something else. Yeah, it's very easy. Goes really fast. You see, if it's it goes, it turns this. So work with a little bit bigger with a crochet hook. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day.